Hello my dear friends, I welcome you all to this YouTube channel. Now the topic for today is modal verbs. Now if you are looking for modal explanation in Hindi, you can scroll my channel video and you can find it there, because now I am making one topic in two languages, which is Hindi and English. So if you are comfortable with Hindi, you can look for a Hindi video in my channel's video session. Now students, what are modal verbs? Now students, modal verbs are few verbs that are used with the main verb. They are not the main verb, they are used with the main verb to express few things, which can be a possibility, an advice, any probability, or any obligation, right, or permission. So modal verbs, they give additional information about the function of the main verb that follows it. They have a great variety of communicative functions. Now before moving on, you need to know some characteristics of modal verbs. But before that, I wanted to tell you that these are the types of modals that we have. Now what are they? Can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, and must. And you have ought to as well. Now coming up on some characteristics of modal verbs, they never change their forms. What does this line says? They never change their forms, as in, if for example you have can as your modal verb, you cannot write it as cans, C-A-N-S. You cannot write it in a plural form, right? You cannot write it as canned, C-A-N-E-D. No, you cannot write it as canning, C-A-N-I-N-G. So you cannot add S, ed or ing after the modal verb, right? The second point is, they are always followed by an infinitive without to. Now this means that they do not have two word included in the sentence. For example, we will not write that she can too go to school, right? We will not use can to, or we will not use could to. We will not use what we call will to, right? So we will not use the word to. Now the third characteristic is, they are used to indicate modality, allow speakers to express. See, I have just told you about these expressions that we need to use when we are conveying something. Now what are these expressions? First one is certainty, second one is possibility, third one is willingness, then obligation, then necessity, and then ability. Now I will tell you the use of each modal verb, where are they used and what kind of expressions they are used of. Now the list of modal verbs I have just told you, it is can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, and must. The verbs or expression dare, ought to, had better, and need not behave like modal auxiliaries to a large extent and may be added to the above list. So apart from this list, dare, ought to, had better, and need not are also the modal verbs, right? Now uses of modal verbs. Modal verbs are used to express functions such as, I have just told you these functions. First one is permission, when you ask for permission. Then the ability, ability means the skill which we have or somebody have, then we will use this ability. Obligation means that necessity, right? Necessity or obligation, you can say, which is important, right? Then the fourth one is prohibition, right? Fifth one is lack of necessity. Sixth is advise, when you advise somebody. Prohibition, I hope you know it all. Prohibition means like we call it as the use of what we call use of tissues in theater are prohibited. Then what does that mean? Prohibited means not allowed. Okay. Now the fifth one is lack of necessity. Then sixth one is advice. Seventh is possibility. It may rain today, right? It is a possibility. Then the eighth one is probability. When we are estimating that something is going to happen, or it is already happened, or it will happen. Three things: past, present and future. Next one. Now examples, the very important thing. Now I will tell you the usage of each modal verb, including their expressions, what they express and what are the examples. Now first one is must. So must is used for, first one is strong obligation and second one is logical conclusion or certainty. Now let for example, you must wear your school uniform in school PTM. So the must word shows the certainty that it is compulsion. You know, must word is used when there is a compulsion. For example, read the first sentence. You must stop when the red light turns red. So it is not a choice, right? It is not your choice if you wanted to stop at red light or not. No, it is a compulsion. It is a mandate thing that you have to stop. So that is known as obligation. Strong obligation. Second one is certainty. He must be very tired. He's been working all day long. When certainty, when we have to show something which is very certain or which is very sure, right? Now the second one, which is must not. Prohibition. You must not smoke in the hospital. So this is all, this is because if we are using the prohibited thing, the sentence would be negative, right? Because we have to tell that you must not do that. So we will use must not. Now can. Now the first thing is ability. For sure we will use can modal when we want to showcase our skill or the ability we have. Now the first is I can swim. So the person is saying that he can swim, so he has the skill of swimming and he is saying that I can swim. Now the permission, if you wanted to ask for permission, you will ask, can I use your phone please, right? And the third one is possibility. Smoking can cause cancer. So not all smokers have cancer, right? But many of them have. So which means it is a possibility that you may have or you may not have, right? So that is a possibility. Now this one, could. Ability in the past. Now for the ability we will use can, but if the ability was in past we will use could. See, when I was younger I could run fast. So it is about the past, when the person was younger, so he could run fast. Now the polite permission, when you are asking for a polite permission or you are requesting somebody politely, you will say, excuse me, could I just say something? Okay. Now for possibility we will say it could rain tomorrow, right? Now may. We are very much familiar with this word may because from the childhood we have learned that while entering to the classroom we have to ask our teacher's permission to enter the class by saying that ma'am, may I come in? So that may word depicts that we are requesting. Remember, we will never tell that can I come in? No, we are not ordering, we are asking for a polite permission, and that is the reason we are using the word may. Okay, so may I use your phone please, as somebody is asking for permission. Now the second is possibility and probability. It may rain tomorrow. Polite permission might, no, this is might, usage of might. Polite permission, might I suggest an idea? You can also say may I suggest an idea, not an issue. Now possibility and probability, I might go on holiday to Australia next year. Okay. Need not. What is it? Need not. Lack of necessity, absence of obligation. I need not buy tomatoes. There are plenty of tomatoes in the fridge. Okay. So when there is a lack of necessity or absence of obligation, that means there is no compulsion. Okay. So 50% obligation. I should ought to see a doctor. I have a terrible headache. Okay. Advice and then logical conclusion. When do we use should and ought to? 50% obligation. I should see a doctor, or I ought to see a doctor. I have a terrible headache. For advice also we will use you should revise your lessons. So when we are advising, we are not imposing something, we are just advising, right? Now logical conclusion. He should be very tired. He's been working all day long. Okay. Now had better. Had better is used when we are advising somebody. You'd be better revise your lesson. Now remember modal verbs are followed by an infinitive without to, also called the bare infinitive. I have told you this point earlier. Example, you must stop when the traffic light turns red. Okay. You should see to the doctor. There are a lot of tomatoes in the fridge. You need not buy any. So it was a small topic, but a very important topic. And when you are having a conversation, you need to know the correct usage of each and every modal to make the conversation, to make sounds your sentences good. So this is all about today's lesson, students. If you like it, please do like the video and share it with your friends, and please do subscribe the channel. I'll see you soon with my next video. Till then, bye bye.